you're getting it here one almost last time. The SmackDown Rundown coming to you on Friday.
Indeed.
It's going to start coming to you on Wednesday because SmackDown's going to move to Tuesday in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's a big deal because the draft is going to happen on that SmackDown.
Yeah, that's going to be a big one. We got a lot of big stuff happening
in the next few weeks.
Yeah, it's a big time of the year apparently.
Summer is the big season for wrestling, I think.
It's when everything big happens.
So yeah, stuff
and things. Welcome to the SmackDown Rundown.
Absolutely, what matches happened?
We had Seth Rollins defeat Jey Uso.
Yeah.
We had Zack Ryder defeat Sheamus.
Woo!
We had AJ Styles defeat Enzo Amore.
Woo! Still cheering about that last one though. Woo!
We had The Miz defeat Kalisto.
And
then we had Sami Zayn defeat Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
So yeah, we opened up. They're doing this intro.
Did we find out who Brock Lesnar's opponent was going to be?
No.
That was supposed to be on the SmackDown.
Search it up.
Did we like skip it? My phone's not over here.
Oh, shit. Mine's gonna die.
Well, you better hurry up then.
All right. Talk about the intro.
We had an intro.
We got
and then intro. Like they did on what? They did it on Raw.
No, it was last week on SmackDown. They did all 4 guys that were challenging to face Rusev.
Yeah, they're doing this cool thing with some like pre-show promo bits.
I like this. This is a good way to open SmackDown.
Yeah.
It really differentiates itself from Raw.
And the funniest one, or not, maybe not funniest, but one of my favorites. They did. Sami Zayn did one, talking about that when he beats Jericho, Jericho's gonna have to realize that he's just the second best in the world.
And Jericho started to do one, but then he couldn't find his blue scarf.
Yeah, and Seth Rollins arrived at the arena and was confronted by Jey Uso, and they had words, and that led to the opening match.
Which was?
Jey Uso versus Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
With Dean Ambrose as the special guest ring announcer.
Yeah, he didn't mean to, but he interrupted JoJo just because he's always wanted to do ring announcing.
Yeah,
and now that
kid.
And now that he's the WWE champion, I got some pull around here, so I just want to give
he's got
him a
lots
shot.
of stroke.
Oh yes.
Oh, so one half of the Flying Uso brothers. Jey versus the man who came from somewhere where he never got hugged enough as a child. Seth Scumbag Rollins.
Yes. I love that. That's the best. Whenever he calls him scumbag, it's always, you know, he really means that.
Yeah. But that is an interesting treat to see an Uso in a singles match.
Especially as a guy like Rollins.
Yeah, and to me, I think, like, out of a lot of tag teams, I think the Usos are probably who you see the least of doing one-on-one stuff. And so it makes their singles matches a little more special, because when they have their tag matches, you just see a lot of the same stuff over and over and over again.
Yes.
Like, much like the way John Cena's matches are fairly predictable, the Usos kind of have their own shtick that you know, like, every match they're going to do these spots.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So seeing them in a singles thing is kind of cool.
Yes.
Rollins did end up winning, though.
Yeah.
Despite multiple interruptions
that was
by
hilarious.
Dean Ambrose, telling everybody to check the merchandise stand for the new Dean Ambrose shirt, telling Seth Rollins they got to cut to a commercial break.
Yes.
Talking about the truck that was parked in the fire lane.
Yep.
And there was one other, saying that there was 5 minutes had gone by. Which, that thing hasn't happened in ages.
Yeah. But Jey would end up trying to go for a Superfly Splash. He'd end up getting the knees, and then a pedigree, and Seth Rollins would pick up the win.
Yes, Seth Slimy Rollins.
Yes. But then we had Zack Ryder in a rematch against Sheamus. This is stemming from the end of the Team America versus the Team Multinational Alliance on Raw.
Because Ryder beat Sheamus.
Exactly. And so,
And guess what? Ryder beat Sheamus again.
Yes, he did. He's got a brand new rock version of his theme song. Zack Ryder is getting his time.
Is he getting a push?
I think he's getting a push.
Is he getting a push?
Because not only did he beat Sheamus, But after he beat Sheamus with the elbow drop.
What?
He then said he is going to challenge Rusev because he wants to get back his United States Championship.
Damn.
Wow.
I would have gone personally for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
Because I think The Miz is probably easier to beat than Rusev.
Yes. But, Rusev said that he's just going to make Zack Ryder realize that, just like him, all Americans are losers.
Good old Rusev.
Yeah.
Keep the spirit alive.
Match that never... I don't even know who she was supposed to face, but Becky Lynch was making her way down to ringside, and she's got attacked by Natty.
Yeah. Jerk.
Natty is just... She's not letting Becky have any of her time. Like, she's going to ruin it for Becky every single time.
Well, except for when Becky beat Summer Rae.
It's true. So,
she's just going to ruin every other time.
Becky's going to have a lot of anger when it comes to
a lot of straight fire.
Yes. So, watch out, Natty. My phone died, so I'm just going off of memory at this point. Miz versus Kalisto was based off the fact that Kalisto thought it was funny that...
Let's face it, they all thought it was funny that Maurice got hit with a bunch of potato salad.
Yes.
Right on their cleavage.
Miz didn't think so because Maurice is allergic to mayonnaise.
So I'm trying to figure out what part of the mayonnaise she's allergic to.
Exactly. There's eggs, there's
usually salt and pepper,
yeah,
and vegetable oil.
Yeah, so, there's a number of things. What is her allergy? And can I rub the ointment on the infected area?
It didn't look very infected.
No, it looked good. She was in that pink dress with there in the back there. But yeah, so Miz and Kalisto starts mouthing off. So Miz is like, all right, well, if you want to be like, well, I guess Kalisto threw out the challenge. And Miz is like, okay. So they ended up having a match.
And Titus was back in his place.
Yes.
Being a guy who's just in the background of the backstage segments.
Backstage segment. Oh. Did that warm your heart a little bit?
A little bit.
On top of Zack Ryder beating Sheamus?
Fuck yeah. The only thing that would have made it better... Oh.
David Otunga wasn't on commentary because King was back.
King is back. The only thing that would have, I think, topped the night off even better would have been Kalisto beat The Miz.
Yes.
But 'twas not the case.
No. Kalisto,
he got close a couple times.
Miz won clean. Again. Like, Kalisto went for his spinny crossbody, and Miz said, get the fuck out of here, and then hit skull-crushing finale.
Yep. I think at this point, with the exception of sometimes when Maurice gets involved, is they're trying to make The Miz seem like a legitimate threat as a champion.
Right.
Which again is why I think Zack Ryder should go against him. Because it makes way more sense. I know Zack Ryder was United States champion at one point, but that was a long time ago. Zack Ryder was the Intercontinental champion at WrestleMania.
And Miz took it from him.
It makes so much more sense. This is I'm super excited that Zack Ryder's getting a push. I bet Thomas Wolfe is super excited that Zack Ryder's getting a push.
Yeah.
But it's a push that just makes a little less sense than it should.
Yeah, I think we get... you were saying while we were watching, they're talking about which tag teams could potentially split up, and you said one that you're pretty sure are going to get split up is the Lucha Dragons.
Yeah. With
that being said, I think that kind of works if this becomes a feud, or, if Kalisto, if they end up having a rematch and Kalisto gets a win, Kalisto being on his own, having already been a two-time United States champion, could potentially be in line for an Intercontinental title shot.
Yeah.
So it'd be great to see Kalisto jump up to that spot, and on top of that, you have someone who is so over with the crowd who can make Rusev a legitimate heel. Because there's a lot of people that like Rusev, but if you put him against someone like Zack Ryder, it really sways the heel points in favor of Rusev. So, as much as it makes way more sense for Zack Ryder to go against The Miz, I'm excited to see him do that. Him and Miz and Kalisto have had a really good match. I would like to see more out of the two of these. I was impressed that they gave a clean win to the Miz.
Yeah. Jericho found his scarf.
And one of them probably the best segment of the night.
It was wrapped so gently around the throat of Kevin Owens.
Yeah, Kevin Owens said that he was deciding. He said his wife wanted one, and he was deciding whether or not it would be worth it. Then he found out that Jericho spent $750 on it. He's like, "That's way too much. That's probably worth $4."
And Jericho took it back, and it felt gross and oily.
Yeah.
And Kevin Owens admitted it was because he was eating popcorn earlier.
Yes.
I was probably using it as a napkin.
Yeah.
So Jericho forced him to pay for the dry cleaning, which apparently Kevin Owens was carrying a huge handful of quarters in his pocket.
Yeah, just a handful of change that mostly went everywhere.
And a button.
But he needed the button. Yeah. And Jericho's like, there needs to be at least another quarter. I need another quarter. He was like, all I have left is this Jolly Rancher.
And then he left and said, "Enjoy your Jolly Rancher."
And said that, good luck in your match against Sammy. I'll be out there for commentary.
And then Jericho called him a stupid idiot.
And they said he heard that.
And Jericho's like, "Yeah, you're supposed to." And then he said his scarf smelled like soup.
Not sure why.
Popcorn soup.
We had Enzo and Cass talk about why they came out to save John Cena. It wasn't necessarily about saving John Cena, and it wasn't about any issues they have with the club. It's just what the club said, that they can come out any week and beat up on John Cena. What's to stop them from doing that to Enzo and Cass?
Or anybody else on the roster.
So Enzo and Cass just wanted to put a stop to that right away. Like, you think you can do that? Well, no, we're not going to give you a chance to do that.
Let's just talk about this for 1 second here. Enzo, Cass, and Cena could potentially be the most shit-talkingest team that's ever existed.
And it helps that you have AJ, who plays a fantastic heel on the other side, and with the goons like Anderson and Gallows on his side.
And Anderson's hot Asian wife.
Which he likes to mention. We'll get into that in a second.
One of the things that I do want to come out of this is, when we have the "Let's Go Cena, Cena Sucks" chance.
Yeah.
I want it to change up a little bit at SummerSlam, or not SummerSlam, Battleground.
Uh-huh.
I want it to be "Let's Go Cena, Cena's soft." Because he's on that team. And I think it would be a good insult to injury from the crowd.
That could be fun. I don't know if the WWE Universe is that clever, but
who knows?
You never know.
Hey, if you're going to Battleground, watch this video, start that chant.
Do it. The club comes out and they talk about how they like to beat up John Cena, but John Cena's not on SmackDown
because he got beat up.
So, yeah, was it Gallows?
I heard he got beat up.
I heard he got beat up. AJ's like, well, if John Cena's not here, Carl, what should we do? And he's like, I'm really glad you asked me, AJ. I think we should beat up Enzo and Cass.
Yeah.
And then they talked about how
afterwards they'd eat some hard-boiled eggs.
Yes.
And then Gallows said they should get dessert, but then Anderson said it should be Asian dessert.
Apparently, he's got a hot Asian girlfriend or
a wife. An Asian wife.
Okay, they're all married, but apparently he wants to share his Asian wife with Styles and Gallows.
Teriyaki club sandwich. Is that racist?
A little
sure.
bit. But this all turned into a one-on-one match between Enzo and AJ Styles.
Yeah.
So interesting that this is a match that we got here. We don't see Enzo in singles matches very often, let alone against a guy like AJ Styles.
Yeah. He was slightly outclassed.
Yeah.
He tried to dive.
Yeah. Cass wasn't there to boost him.
Yeah.
I don't know why he tried. I don't know why he tried to do it.
It did not work so well.
No, he got caught up and plummeted. He kind of landed on AJ, and that was about it. And I think Gallows might have touched him.
Yeah.
Anderson was immediately getting the ref to, like, hey, check on him because he's messed up.
At one point on the outside, Gallows and Cass booted each other at the same time.
Yeah, that was towards the end. We had AJ was setting up for a superplex, and Enzo was able to fight him off, but as he was like standing up to try and jump, we had Anderson get up on the apron and distract Enzo. Cass comes over and pulls down Anderson, and then Cass and Gallows boot each other. And then
so everyone at ringside's effectively down.
Yeah, and so then Enzo, who's like half standing on the top rope, then realizes, oh shit, I should go after AJ, who AJ is there to knock Enzo down. He's hanging face into the turnbuckle, which allows AJ to set him up perfectly, hit the Styles Clash, and AJ Styles picks up the win. So now we have a little...
More momentum for the club.
Yeah, so now we have a little bit more tension between the club and Enzo and Cass, which adds on to the tension that's already there between the club and Cena. So I'm really intrigued as to where this is all going and what this six-man tag is going to look like. Well, should we talk about the main event and then I'll tell you who Brock Lesnar's facing, or should we talk about Brock Lesnar since you have no idea?
I have no clue. I'm assuming this probably got announced around the time they did the 2K17 vignette, the Brock Lesnar.
Oh, that's probably, we
skipped over
We skipped
it.
that because we don't care.
I've seen it, and generally when we watch SmackDown, we skip all the commercials anyways.
Yeah.
Unless we happen to be watching it live on TV.
Yeah. So for those of you that did see it on SmackDown, you now know that Brock Lesnar will face the returning Randy Orton.
Oh.
Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Guys who started right around the same time in WWE.
In the same OVW class.
Yeah.
Along with Batista and Cena and somebody else. I can't remember. It's gone. I don't know. But I mean, those four specifically all went on to do very big things. So yeah, Orton and Lesnar have pretty much kind of come up through WWE together, and then Lesnar.
I can't recall if they've ever crossed paths. Because during Lesnar's whole run, I mean, Lesnar was a dominant guy his whole career.
Yeah.
And most of those Lesnar years, Orton was really
an Evolution guy.
An up and comer.
Yeah, he was with Evolution, because Lesnar's last match at WrestleMania 20, he was in the.
Orton was in his first WrestleMania match.
Yeah, he was in the handicap match against the Rock and Sock Connection with Evolution.
Yeah.
So if they have faced each other, the date and maybe a picture will pop up right now, because we'll do some research.
If it doesn't, post it in the comments.
Yeah, do that.
If we end up being too lazy, and you want to do the
which is a good chance. There's a good chance of that. But then for the main event, Sami Zayn, Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens, a commentary. I mean, Kevin Owens.
His commentary always makes it better.
It's so funny, and I wish he could be on commentary all the time, but I know that I'd pay way more attention to his commentary than to the match.
We've seen Jericho Zayn before.
Yes.
This wasn't too much out of the ordinary.
Not really.
It was a lot of the best of, where each of the guys gets to hit most of their spots.
Okay, we missed one thing, and we'll talk about that after this. Yeah, I mean, Zayn and Jericho, they can put on a damn good match.
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything short of that. With Owens at commentary, Owens not getting involved.
Sort of.
The one moment
he splashed water on.
He
Sammy.
was just mad at Sammy for slamming Jericho.
No, he's pounding his hands on the table.
Yeah, he's like, "You do not hit this table while I'm at commentary. I'm at commentary.
I'm trying to work.
I'm trying to make this main event match watchable by adding my voice to it because no one wants to see you wrestle." And so yeah, then he threw water in Sammy's face, But as far as the outcome, it was all Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Who? Oh no! You know what? Owens did kind of get involved because
He ate
Jericho.
a kick.
Yeah, Jericho ended up getting the exploder, and as Sami ran across to hit the haluva kick, Owens jumped up, so he got the haluva kick. Jericho then tried to roll up Sami. Sami kicked out. Jericho tried to get him in the walls. He ended up rolling Jericho up using the positioning of where he was trying to go for the walls of Jericho. Rolls him up. Sami Zayn gets the win.
Big win for Sami to beat Jericho, though.
Jericho ends up hitting Sami with a code breaker.
Post-match, sore loser.
Leaving him in the ring, and then Owens gets in, beats him up, and ends it with a pop-up powerbomb.
Sore. Getting kicked in the face, or...
Yeah. But, okay, so one
what
thing...
was the part we missed?
We missed Xavier Woods talking
well,
about...
That was a WWE.com interview on Wednesday.
Yeah. It was Xavier Woods talking about why he acted the way he did on Raw. Really emphasizing...
Again, it's like we said on Raw. We hit the point, is that Xavier Woods realizes that if there's any force of nature that could be a threat to the New Day and their tag titles, it's the Wyatt family, and not just saying it's just Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, Braun Strowman. It's the fact that Bray Wyatt has that cult leader personality, and he gets so many people involved in his world.
Yeah, he draws people to him, which is why we've seen Xavier Woods having the weird breaks where he's just kind of entranced with Bray Wyatt.
And it makes him nervous because it makes him realize that they have no idea how many people are in the Wyatt family. How many people exactly are going to be in the compound.
That is what excited me the most. This is like actually going to happen. We are going to have a match at the compound. That is what this is. And Xavier Woods started to bring up the fact that, we don't know how many people are going to be there. We know that Bray is going to have Rowan and Strowman. We know that Harper's out with an injury, but he could very well be there.
That could be where he's rehabbing.
Yeah, and like you said, we don't know how vast the Wyatt family is. We don't know if there's other members.
Are all those little kids in sheep masks gonna be there?
They're gonna be singing theme songs.
Baby Wyatts.
I want to hear them sing the New Day's theme song.
The baby Sheeple. Will we get to see the rumored Sister Abigail?
Yes. This is something that since their debut, since he mentioned Sister Abigail, we've always wondered, are we ever going to see Sister Abigail?
And it became a really recent rumor last year that Santana Garrett would be portraying Sister Abigail.
Who we have seen show up on NXT a few times. So I am so interested in how this is going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen at Battleground. They haven't officially said it's going to happen at Battleground, or if it's going to happen. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm very intrigued.
Oh, it's either at Battleground or at the first SmackDown live.
One of the two.
And for that being the case, Xavier Woods did say, does he think it's a good choice? Not at all. But he would be there to fight with Kofi and Big E.
Yeah. So we can expect to see all 3 members of the New Day and at least 3 members of the Wyatt family. So that is it for the SmackDown Rundown. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe.
Be sure to click all the links down in the description. Share the video. If you don't want to watch the videos, if you want to listen to our weekly reviews, you can check out that SoundCloud link down in the description. You can listen to us instead of watch us. Go for it.
I was going to say, but if you were listening to us on the SoundCloud, you're going to miss out on one video we got up in the playlist, which you should check out because it's got all the videos that you normally see every week. Plus, we got a little ditty thrown in there about the Cruiserweight Classics bracketology video they posted on the WWE Network.
And on top of that, starting next week when the Cruiserweight Classics starts, that will be an extra video that will not be a podcast.
Yes.
That will be exclusively to YouTube, along with things like our top 5 or our pay-per-view predictions and results. Those are always exclusive to YouTube. So if you want to check those out, you got to get on YouTube. That's what that subscribe button's for. You go to all the social media, you get updates when videos go up. That's what it's for. Thanks for everyone. Thanks for everyone that has been checking out those links, liking the videos, sharing the videos, commenting on videos. Thank you for the constructive criticism you guys have been giving us. We appreciate it very much. But as for now, that's the end of the week.
See you guys.
We'll see you guys
on
Monday for the Indie News. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys at 109.
Fuck Sheamus.